development and key issues that are happening in our municipality. As you know, we are in our midterm review. We've just passed the midterm review. And this is the final financial year of the 5-year term office for the current council. Over to you, Mayor.
Thank you very much, Siskoku. Greetings to the CFO, Dr. Sandile Ngoni, the Executive Director on my left, Lindo Wuhle Mkizo, ED for Operations Management, and ED Lichepel for Economic Development and Planning. The team in communication, Mdogwa. Greetings to all the colleagues around the table. Thank you very much for the opportunity. From the outset, let me thank all of you for making time in your busy schedule to attend this media briefing, which has been convened to update the residents of Ethekwini on key matters of importance to our city. Among the issues we'll update you on include the impending unveiling of statutes of our struggling stalwarts, key interventions to address homelessness, the city's financial outlook, and the relocation of flood victims. Before delving into these matters, it would be remiss of me not to share with the residents of Ethekwini and the people of South Africa that Ethekwini is rising and we are firmly on an upward trajectory. This progress has been confirmed by the recently released Business Confidence Index report by the University of Natal. The report indicates that business confidence has significantly increased from 52.12 points in the third quarter of 2025 to 63.38 points in the fourth quarter. This demonstrates that economic conditions in Ethekwini are steadily improving. We attribute this success to the political stability currently prevailing in the city, which has paved the way for greater accountability and improved performance. What is particularly encouraging is that the report also indicates that business people's perceptions of service delivery have improved. As further affirmation of our progress, ladies and gentlemen, Durban was recently ranked among the world top tourist destination by Time Out Worldwide. In its list of the best places to travel in 2026, Durban secured 14th place out of 100 global cities, further consolidating our position as a premier destination for tourism, leisure, and entertainment. A few days ago, we also received international recognition as a global leader in climate action through inclusion in the Carbon Disclosure Project Cities A-list, a prestigious global platform for reporting climate action. This recognition affirms that we are on the right path towards achieving carbon neutrality by 2050 and demonstrates that Durban understands that economic development and climate change resilience are not mutually exclusive, but mutually reinforcing. To highlight further that the city is rising, we are currently implementing over 227 billion rand in catalytic projects across the city, which are expected to create more than 300,000 jobs, sustainable jobs. To fast-track implementation, We are collaborating with all spheres of government through the district development model and the presidential Ethekwini working group to remove bottlenecks. I'm also pleased that the city manager has embarked on a focused drive to unlock investment opportunities by convening Investor Fridays. These engagements bring together investors and the city to resolve obstacles in catalytic projects, including infrastructure upgrades, expediting water use licenses, and facilitating bylaw approvals. This forms part of our broader strategy to deepen collaboration with investors and developers while positioning Durban as a premier destination for both investment and tourism. Coming to the unveiling of statues, part of this strategy includes expanding tourism infrastructure to enhance our offerings and encourage visitors to stay longer in Durban. The 9-meter-long bronze statues of our stalwarts Nelson Mandela and Oliver Tambo, which will be unveiled on 6 March by His Excellency President Cyril Xaba, form part of our commitment to strengthening heritage tourism. During the festive season, the city attracted over 1.2 million visitors, contributing close to 9 billion rand to the GDP. I have no doubt, ladies and gentlemen, that with expanded offerings, tourism offerings, visitors will stay longer and contribute even more to our local economy. It is for this reason that we are steadily investing in tourism infrastructure, including the 1 billion rand investment unveiled in December for the new Durban Fun World, which will be developed into a world-class amusement and family entertainment park. Together, these tourism attractions will enhance the visitor experience in our city. Even before their official unveiling, the statues, procured at 11 million rand each, are already generating excitement among local and international visitors alike. This demonstrates their cultural significance and economic potential to attract more visitors to Durban. I can assure you that going forward, no visitor will leave Durban without experiencing this impressive artistic tribute. Beyond tourism, statues and their locations carry profound historic significance. After his release from prison in 1990, to be exact, it was on the 25th of February, Nelson Mandela addressed his first rally in Durban at Kings Park Stadium, where he delivered a defining message that came to shape the trajectory of our nation. Speaking to more than 200,000 people on those grounds where his statue is standing, he called for peace, unity, reconciliation, and nation building. We wish to clarify that no financial resources were diverted from service delivery projects to fund the status of our iconic leaders. These statutes were financed through allocations made in previous year's budget and therefore did not impact current or ongoing service delivery commitments. We are aware that detractors may attempt to peddle a misleading narrative suggesting otherwise. Let it be unequivocally stated, service delivery remains our foremost priority, and the municipality continues to channel resources towards projects that directly benefit our communities. As we build new monuments to address distortion and imbalances in our heritage landscape, we'll also preserve existing ones to affirm our diverse histories. In this context, we are engaging with the Consul General of Portugal to relocate the sculpture of the renowned Portuguese poet Fernando Pessoa from the city center to the Durban Botanic Garden. So Durban Botanic Gardens. This initiative will not honor and preserve the legacy of this literary icon, a prolific writer, but will also promote shared heritage of South Africa and Portugal. I just want to make this point again, that few people, ladies and gentlemen, know that Durban has its own castle. It is named Ethekwini Castle. It is located in the south of Durban, in a corner of the Steenbank Nature Reserve in Yellowwood Park. This castle was built in 1882 by Daring Steenbank, who arrived in Durban in 1857 on the Lady of the Lake after a 3-month sea journey from England. We want to revive this place. I've already commissioned my team to speak to the province to consider releasing this asset to the city, because it means a lot to the city when it comes to boosting tourism. As we speak now, it's attracting tourists from around the globe. So I want to invest in that center because we want to maintain the city as a preferred destination for entertainment, for leisure, for sporting events, and conferencing. That when people are in the city, they stay longer because we have increased the number of tourist offerings to them. At that, we really mean business. Addressing homelessness through compassion. Ladies and gentlemen, as the leadership of the city, we continue to be guided by a bold vision of making Ethekwini the most caring and livable city. It is in this context that we are intensifying our multi-sectoral plan to address homelessness. At the heart of this plan is a multi-pronged strategy centered on prevention, compassion, reintegration, and long-term support. We call upon the people of Ethekwini to join hands with the municipality to address this challenge in a lawful, humane, and sustainable manner. Working with various stakeholders, we have adopted an approach of direct engagement with homeless individuals to better understand their needs and implement appropriate interventions. As you may have observed, I interacted with them last week, and our next step is to bring religious leaders on board to provide spiritual guidance and support. This engagement is planned for the first week of March. Thereafter, a coordinated series of interventions involving the municipality, non-government organizations, social workers, and health professionals will follow. We firmly believe that a people-centered approach, one that recognizes the unique circumstances of each individual, is essential. Our intention is to help individuals reconnect with their families, access social services, and rebuild their lives. For those who wish to reintegrate, we call upon family members to partner with us and welcome them with open arms. This approach will also guide the work of the newly built Sakitemba Wellness Center in Ilovu, south of Durban. The center will offer skills development and support programs aimed at assisting individuals to overcome substance abuse and reintegrate them back into society. We remain deeply concerned that victims of recurring floods have been living in temporary emergency accommodation for an extended period. This has significantly affected their lives and livelihoods. In a decisive effort to restore their dignity, the municipality is implementing a housing project that will deliver close to 1,200 houses. This forms part of the broader Konopia housing development project, which is expected to yield 25,000 units upon completion. Last week, I conducted an oversight visit to assess progress on the construction of 113 houses of 143 thereabout for flood victims, which are scheduled for completion next month. To accelerate relocation into family-friendly structures, we've agreed with the Provincial and National Department of Human Settlements that while permanent construction continues, we'll also build 400 temporary residential units to accommodate residents currently living in temporary emergency accommodation. I've been able to squeeze the DG for Human Settlement to increase this number from 400 to about 500. There's also a process underway to finalize the refurbishment of 500 units at Cllr Lodge. I'm optimistic that by June this year, more than 1,000 units will be available to accommodate those currently in temporary emergency accommodation. As construction progresses at Konopia, we are also accelerating connections to basic services such as water, sanitation, and electricity. The Konopia Housing Development Project will not only bring relief to flood victims, but also to residents currently living in transit camps. On water infrastructure. Ladies and gentlemen, water provision in the city is steadily stabilizing as we accelerate the implementation of various initiatives aimed at reducing non-revenue water. These efforts include responding to reported leaks and burst pipes within 24 hours. As a result, our water storage systems have significantly stabilized. Furthermore, we are investing in the upgrading of existing infrastructure and the construction of new water infrastructure to meet both current and future demands across the city. In the south of Durban, work on the installation of the 1.2 billion rand Southern Aqueduct, which supplies water to more than 1.2 million people, is progressing very well. We are confident that we will meet the target delivery date of December this year. The project entails replacing the 70-year-old 950 millimeter diameter concrete pipe with a new 1,200 millimeter diameter steel pipe. The lifespan of this pipe was 50 years, but we were able to push it to 70 years. We are now retiring the old lady as we bring in this new as we commission this new pipe. This pipeline conveys water from the Durban Heights reservoir in the Reservoir Hills to downstream areas including Chatsworth, Shallcross, St. Wonderlins, Nagina, North Dean, Queensberg, Welbedag, Umlazi, Folweni, and Tsembeni. It passes through Westville. It's from Westville, from Reservoir Hills, Westville, right up to Queensberg to Chatsworth is a construction site. We have also intervened in the northern regions by commissioning the Northern Aqueduct, which has stabilized water supply in areas such as Phoenix, Verulam, Utongati, Durban North, and Umhlanga. In November last year, we successfully commissioned the newly upgraded Ntuzuma pump station at a cost of 56 million rand. This upgrade has significantly improved the performance and reliability of the pump station, resulting in a consistent supply of water to communities including Ntuzuma, Kwamashu, Inanda, Besta, Esimangweni, Inhlongwana, Emachubeni, Lindelani, and Richmond Farm. Our long-term solution to the city's water supply challenges is the construction of the 100 megaliters Umkomazi Dam, this Lower Umkomazi Dam. We are pleased to report that the project is firmly back on track after suffering court action. The parties to the dispute have found each other and are working collaboratively to accelerate the implementation. The Lower Umkomazi water system, the target date was supposed to be 2027, early 2027. So we hope that they will recover the lost time and then deliver by that period. It is a 24 billion rand project which will provide Ethekwini municipality with an additional 60 megaliters of water supply. So we'll draw 60 megaliters of water from this 100 megaliters of water. Coming to the city's financial health, ladies and gentlemen, we are able to undertake this work because our city remains financially stable and fully operational. We continue to strengthen compliance, improve cash management, and work with both government and consumers to enhance payment levels so that we can sustain quality service delivery. I wish to reiterate that the city's financial position remains stable and sustainable despite a constrained economic environment and rising service delivery pressures. The key indicators supporting this position include: 1, the city continues to table funded budgets in compliance with the Municipal Finance Management Act. 2, the budget is supported by a realistic revenue assumption. 3, the city continues to meet its financial obligations, including salaries, bulk purchases, credit payments, and loan repayments. I must say that the city does not own any of the 2 utilities, even a single cent. We don't own Umgeni. For water, we buy from them. We don't own Eskom. From electricity, we buy from them. Number 4, revenue collection remains resilient, supported by ongoing credit control and customer management initiatives. 5, an unqualified audit opinion. 6, an investment grade credit rating, which is positive. 7, the municipality remains financially functional and capable of delivering services. The reported 17 days cash on hand must be understood in proper context. We don't have to be hysterical about it. We need context. You remove it out of context, you mislead the residents. This is the context. This measure fluctuates during the year depending on payment cycles, collections, and when the loan is drawn. It reflects a point-in-time snapshot rather than the city's full liquidity position. The full liquidity position can only be properly assessed at the end of the financial year, that is June, taking into account the approved budget and closing cash position. We wish to assure residents that the municipality actively manages cash through revenue collection, expenditure controls, cash flow optimization measures. Importantly, the city continues to honor its financial commitments and maintain access to additional liquidity management instruments where required. While the cash coverage ratio is currently under pressure, service delivery continues in line with the approved budget. Cash coverage is projected to improve to over 30 days by the end of June. Let me also address misleading statements regarding irregular expenditure. Irregular expenditure primarily refers to procedural non-compliance with supply chain regulations under the Municipal Finance Management Act, such as non-compliance with local content provisions. It does not automatically imply fraud or financial loss. In many cases, value for money was received, even though prescribed processes may not have been fully followed. An increase in reported irregular expenditure may arise from ongoing multi-year contracts previously identified as irregular, improved audit scrutiny, or the identification of historical matters. This reflects enhanced transparency rather than deteriorating financial management. As a municipality, we are undertaking the following actions to address irregular expenditure: strengthening supply chain management controls and automating processes, excuse me, enforcing consequence management where wrongdoing is confirmed, processing condonation in line with the MFMA requirements, ongoing training, compliance training for officials, enhanced oversight by council and audit structures. These measures aim to achieve a sustainable reduction in irregular expenditure. The municipality continues to face pressure from outstanding debt owed by government institutions and consumers, which directly impacts cash flow, days cash on hand, and service delivery capacity. A significant portion of this debt relates to unpaid customer accounts and sustained non-payment places pressure on the city's ability to maintain infrastructure and service delivery. We therefore urge all our customers to pay their municipal accounts on time or approach the municipality to enter into structured and affordable payment arrangements. The city is actively engaging provincial and national departments to settle outstanding accounts. Intergovernmental processes are underway to improve payment discipline across the public sector, and settlement plans are being pursued where necessary. The municipality remains committed to supporting residents and businesses experiencing financial distress while safeguarding the city's financial sustainability. In this regard, we will enforce the credit control policy, intensify disconnections where required, address illegal connections, and ensure accurate billing for services consumed. In closing, I wish to assure the residents of Ethekwini that our administration remains firmly committed to protecting the city's financial sustainability, improving liquidity levels, reducing irregular expenditure year on year, strengthening governance and accountability, maintaining and improving service delivery. While the city will continue to fulfill its obligations, building a stable, financially sustainable municipality requires collective effort. We therefore call upon our residents, businesses, to work with us as partners in progress. I thank you, colleagues, for listening.